Alrighty, hey everyone, it's Garrison. You know, back in the day, if you've been a long time watcher, we used to do little family fleet startups or kind of fleet updates. So we've gotten everyone here for Christmas. We'll kind of dive in. The only new face for you guys, I think, is the Malibu. This does replace the Elantra. That was a company car. This is just, you know, the next iteration of company cars. So we'll do some mileage on it, or we'll check the mileage on it. You know, these are essentially fleet only. So we'll kind of dive into what that spec looks like. And then the venerable Commander's still around. I know this has been a staple for the channel, and we'll dive in first on this one. So this is an '09 Commander Limited. On its third engine, it has the lifetime powertrain warranty through Daimler Chrysler back in the day when they were going through the bankruptcy. And it is essentially just a boat puller for us now. If we're not taking the Bronco, then we'll take this to the beach just to keep miles off the Bronco. But you'll see a little eBay key. As far as the interior goes, it doesn't get much love, but it still holds up pretty well. This portion of the bolster has actually been replaced, so it was stitched in. There was a hole in it, and then as you can see, it looks like the leatherette's probably not holding up the best on that replacement. Got the triple sunroofs with rear seat entertainment. This is the 4.7 liter V8. Pretty thirsty. We've got 146,000 miles. So just think that was 3 engines. So essentially every 60,000 miles we've gotten a new engine. It still does just fine. You know, sometimes we get an engine light from the catalytic converter, but somehow my dad like seafoams it and it clears it up. Not too sure. Someone will probably debunk that in the comments. Rear camera, 5-speed automatic. You know, this had the Sirius satellite TV. You could watch like Disney Junior and Nick and all the fun stuff on it back in the day. It was pretty advanced for where it was. And then, you know, we had navigation. You can control like rear seat entertainment and stuff like that from up here. But nothing too special here. We'll leave this one be. Don't want to push it too hard. Up next, we'll go ahead and check out the Malibu. So as we mentioned, this is Summit White on black, just your classic fleet special, whether it be rental fleet or in this case, just kind of sales fleet. It's basically an LS trim. We've still got some alloy wheels, some 16-inch 5 spokes. Disc brakes all around. You've got your projector halogen headlights. You do have forward collision alert with emergency braking, if I'm not mistaken. So you've got your little thing that'll flash red dots on the windshield if you're kind of treading too close. Got your smart key. You do have blind spot also, power seat. So it's not too bare bones. But this one just also doesn't get much love. Power windows, locks and mirrors. You know, nothing special on these. We've had this generation Malibu around for a while, to say the least. But foot on the brake, button to start. You'll see that's 23,759. So we've had it a while. I have to go back and see when he actually took a delivery of it. But you'll see, you know, your forward collision with your lane, or that's not lane centering, probably lane departure alert. You know, manual climate control. You do have Apple CarPlay, which was nice for him. That was his first car with Apple CarPlay. And then, you know, padded dash. I think this is a CVT connected to a 1.5 4-cylinder. But that's about it. Nothing special here. OnStar. Pretty basic transportation, but it's free, so it absorbs a lot of miles whenever, you know, road trips are being had or anything like that. It's typically in this. Classic Chevy Bong. We'll leave this be. And this is one we haven't seen since I think it was introduced into the channel about 2 years ago. This is a 22 Bronco Sport back when I was working at Ford. We ordered this and we ordered the big boy. Obviously this one came first. This is an Outerbanks, I think, base. We don't have the sunroof. When we ordered, we did have sunroof on commodity, so that was not available. But it's treated my brother well. I think we've gone through 2 oil changes, used all our Ford Pass points on those. And then Outerbanks came with these wheels on Michelin tires, so these are the 18-inch alloys. You've got some, you know, LED runners up front that do look nice. You know, my brother's the opposite of a car guy, so definitely no special treatment, no ceramic, no consistent washes or anything like that. But thankfully, we still do oil changes and stuff. Foot on the brake, button to start. Now, if I'm remembering, this is testing me, I think it is the 1.5 3-cylinder connected to an 8-speed automatic. So, you know, foot on the brake, reverse. This is Sync 3, so not the newer Sync 4 that's wireless or anything like that. But it does the trick. You know, you've still got CarPlay as far as driver assistance goes. Let's see. You know, pre-collision, lane departure, blind spot, parking sensors, kind of all the basics there. But it's treated him well. Looks like we've got no radar cruise, didn't have the Copilot 360 Plus on this one. Bluetooth, and 25,347 in terms of mileage. So, does the trick. His fiance drives probably like a 16, 17 Compass. So they're definitely just compact SUV folks for now. All right, and on the EV side of the house, this is the 23 ID.4 Pro. It's got a little over 5,000 miles on it now. You've seen this before, and most recently, I think I did post a video of it. Just kind of the first couple thousand miles of ownership so far. Creeping closer to that 8,000 mark while it will be replaced. You know, I've learned a lot on the EV side of the house. CCS is just, there's so much growth opportunity with it. But as of now, you know, Volkswagen has committed to the North American charging standard. So hopefully that will aid in some adoption and some consistency when you do roll up to a charger. You know, right now with CCS, you never know. You know, rolling up, half will be down, half will be throttled. There'll be a line of 6 cars waiting. I've seen it all. So definitely looking forward to some developments on the EV side of the house for sure. As far as wheels go, these are the 19-inch Pro wheels on Kumo tires. Pro is essentially just your big battery. So you have Standard, which is your cheapest ID.4. Pro is a step up. You've still got the manual seats, but you've got the big battery. Then you've got Pro S. The S is what they call the statement trim. So that gives you more things like power seat. You've got the glass roof, I think, as well. And then Pro S Plus gives you things like the massaging seat and et cetera, et cetera. 5229 in terms of mileage. We're charged up to 100. Foot on the brake. And that powers you right up. But pretty uneventful on this side of the house. We're going to be doing a road trip over to Chattanooga where they assemble these, and I hope to document that as well, kind of how that charging adventure goes. Last night we had about 5 people and their stuff loaded in here, and it wasn't too painful. You know, this is just a single motor rear drive model, 200 horsepower, about 300 pound-feet of torque. Does the job just fine. All right, and last but not least, this is our 22 Outerbanks full-size Bronco. It's got the 2.3 and the Lux package, I think, in it. So you've still got blind spot monitors. It still throws me off that the mirrors don't move with the doors. Got the navy pier interior on this one. Only 10,000 miles on this one, so 10,735. This was a later build 22, so this is August of 22. Kind of received close to the 23 mark. But, you know, back then, it's still pretty hard to get them built, but back then, this was one of the only ones in town. So, you know, foot on the brake, button to start. This is still a super fun one to drive. The 2.3 is still pretty potent when it's just you in the car. You've got plenty of room and plenty of power. Dual zone auto climate, heated seats, got your power windows, locks, mirrors, goat modes, everything like that. But yeah, you know, we've got the running boards, we've got the roof rack. Definitely decked it out, looks good. Haven't gotten much use back here in the rear seat. No issues with the hardtop leaking, rattling, anything like that. I know the sound deadening material was falling down on some of them. Easy fill gas tank. I think we get about 20 miles a gallon. Then back here, plenty of cargo room. Open this up separately. I think one of these gaskets did fall. The dealer just replaced it for free, obviously under warranty. The Ultima first aid kit seems to have made its way in this one also. But that's about it for the fleet updates. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll turn this out pretty quickly. As I said, it's Christmas Eve today. I'm just pretty much sitting around the house, so get this out. If you have any questions, any requests, feel free to leave them down below. If you watched this far, drop me a car emoji maybe. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.